Why would I get mad? Play this shit so loud, make your neighbors mad. They say that we gold, Angelina brand. I like how we flow, we don't never clash. Keep me on my toes, get these niggas mad. Keep me from these hoes, keep from going sad.
Man, Josh, you are from Wheaton?
So, all right, here's the funny part, right?
He's like half Wheaton, half Rockville.
Half Wheaton, half Rockville. I live in Aspen Hill, which means down the street you could go to Rockville. Down the street you could end up in Silver Spring, and like down the street, Wheaton, all that. So ultimately, I would say Aspen Hill, but that leads to all those. Yeah.
Also Leisure World, right?
Leisure World, yes.
That's where all the old people,
Only,
yeah.
Yeah, bro. Josh, you are. I first met you as like a videographer at Tony Schnow's show.
Mm-hmm.
Then like we kicked it to do that one music video at Union Market, and then since then, motion of
the ocean. Truly.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, how do you feel? You know, because like, how long have you been doing video?
So I would say I've been doing video seriously since the end of 2022.
Okay.
But I always had a camera. Like, actually, I'm lying. Like, I had a camera since 2019, but I never really. I would just do the skate stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other time I've met you was at the Full Circle show.
Right.
Yeah. So were you also filming hardcore bands as well?
So my start was like the skate. Like, so I got my first VHS camera around 2019.
Gotcha.
And then I started doing the VHS camera music stuff around like the end of 2022.
Okay.
And that's when I started. So I started off with the hardcore bands, like around the way, like Full Circle, Junkhead, pulled up to their shows, like became the filmer, and like the skating scene in DC and like that crowd like was just like synonymous with each other. So it was
Nice.
easy. It just felt like all the homies coming together, turning up at this hardcore show.
Yo, can we switch seats? Cause y'all shit mad creaky.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
No, you gonna get that chair? I'm gonna just get this one, so I'll probably not.
Chair swap.
Chair swap. Hey, first chair swap in the show, bro.
Actually, we made it this far, and this is our only one. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of epic.
Yeah, but it's cool that your background, cause like now people know you as this creative director behind Tommy Richman.
Mhm.
Like beforehand, it was skating. It was doing these hardcore shows. What
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, so the hardcore shows, and when I did the hardcore shows, they kind of like, I'm like, all right, so what if I'm like pulling up to these venues, right, with these hardcore bands? I'm like, what if like I just took my camera to like music I really listen to? So like the Tony Schnell one,
Yeah.
that was like, I guess that would be a big step in that, because that was me proactively reaching out to like an artist that I genuinely like listen to, and just being like, let's work. Just like almost shooting my shot at a brick wall. But it's not like I'm working with like an artist like Adele, unreachable. Like Tony Schnell, he's tapped in, he's underground, so like,
And he messes with the DMV heavy.
exactly. And yeah, like it was just all about implementing kind of like my taste into like the visual medium, essentially. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, and how would you like describe your style of a visual medium? I know you did creative direction for the Selfish cover art for
Right.
Tommy. Like,
Right.
do you have your own distinct style, or do you have to switch it up anytime you have a particular project to work on?
I do a little bit of both, because I want to emphasize to like people who I really work with that like I really have my own style, and the people that do come, like they want me for that reason. And so it's kind of like, I don't want to say like a tug of war, but just like we just find a compromise between their vision and my vision, and like we establish a great medium. And that goes with like any artist, like even with Tommy. But a lot of creative direction, like a lot of it's compromise, and it turns out way better than whatever we imagined, because it all just starts from the brain,
Yeah.
like, and it materializes into an actual thing,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. You any other artists? I mean, you don't have to expose anything that has to be kept secret. Or, like any other artists you've been like working with, or any type of networking situations that you've been really trying to get in.
A lot of our stuff is like in house, so like I'm
Gotcha.
really excited for what Paco has to like
Mm-hmm.
offer to the world. I feel like Paco's next up, and he's in the Tommy Richman Everything Is Punk universe.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hometown people been reaching out that I listen to. Shout out Nino Paid. We better get it soon. Like, been working with the big three producers of the DMV, Mainavelli,
Valley.
Spark, and
Spark.
Spiz. You know what I mean? We've been just situating a bunch of like studio situations and just like recording like all the greatness that comes out of that. But yeah.
Do you also have like a hand in the music production? Or are you talking about like documenting the
Do-
actual beats being made?
Documenting the music being made, but like me ever like coming close to that realm of like actually EPing or just like throwing out suggestions for a song is when I'm with like Tommy or something, and like just I'm just nudging him like, hey, like
Yeah.
maybe this would be cool, or just like I don't know about that, you know what I mean?
Or just discussing like influences too, or
Right,
like
right. A lot of
inspirations.
a lot of influences as well, because I hear something in Tommy's music and then I'll play something that reminds me of it and find out, never listen to that. Oh
Mhm.
well, here it is, and then whatever. It's like a domino effect. Like I show him something and then we see what happens after that. You know what I mean? Because there's an impact. Because it's like training your ear,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I guess what we've been doing. A lot of curating, just trying to like weed out a lot of what we like in the
Yeah.
world, and like not necessarily taking from it, but just having
Like refining it.
refining it, taking that ethos that got like whatever we like and just applying it to our taste or whatnot. And I'd say that like that's just universal with whatever we do creatively.
Mm-hmm.
Like we love to like look at history and what's been done, and like, and the fascinating thing with Tommy is like we'll listen to like a Queen song or like a Prince song, and then he'll try to like emulate that, and it's something different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I hear from Million Dollar Baby, because
Mhm.
it has like the funk to it
Mhm.
that you don't really hear from like a typical top 10 song
Right.
these days.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like the falsetto of his singing
Mhm.
as well is just like insane. And I really got put on to Tommy through Upset,
Yes.
and
Great one.
that was really dope. You met Tommy at
So we met in October 11th. And
Okay.
October 11th is actually when I actually started doing the VHS stuff, like with the music.
oh
So
shoot.
a literal year after
So October 11th, 2022.
is when I
You have
started.
the exact date.
Was this
yeah.
the joint that X Dog gave you? The camera?
No.
Okay.
Xtal gave me a
GL2?
GL2. Yeah, a Canon
Okay.
GL2. And that's like a camera I've been wanting to use. Like I love the colors and whatnot on that camera. But
It's like
yeah.
a Canon like VX, right?
Yeah,
basically?
it has a VX body, but it's a Canon style. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, that year, or no, like October 11th, year later, I meet Tommy at the fourth Everything Is Punk show at the El Cid,
Okay.
and we chopped it up, and got to meet Jonah Roy, got to meet literally like everybody on ISO and just like that universe, not thinking, like anything I've done would like happen. I guess like it was a great time, and then he came back home, and then we just got really closer after that, and invited me in, I think, around the middle of December to go to the desert with him to help document finishing his album.
Really?
The desert? What do you mean, like it's like Sonora?
We went to the Beatty, Nevada.
Beating Nevada.
Beatty, Nevada.
Whoa.
Which is like 40 minutes from Area 51.
Really?
Yes.
It's in New Mexico?
No. Beatty in Nevada.
Okay, like the border near the.
No, it was like 30. It's like 2 hours from like Las Vegas.
Oh, I
I
see.
would say, yeah.
Damn.
So we were
Y'all
truly
like
in the
cut.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like we did not have no address, just coordinates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coordinates. That's crazy.
Did y'all have Pokemon Go up when y'all were out in the middle
Oh
of nowhere?
man, I wish that was a fumble on my part. I wish I was running it up on that. But what I will tell you was when I was walking around the Mojave Desert, I put on the Fallout New Vegas soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Just walked around, felt
Very
the feet on my
appropriate.
sand, just like yeah. But I was scared of like getting bit by a snake or something, you know.
How long were you guys out there for?
We were there for like I would say like almost a week.
Where was there like
Yeah.
a studio or was it like a compound or what?
It was
type of
it
living
was some
situation?
B&B deal. It was really nice, very scenic. Actually, they filmed a bunch of like Audi commercials at that spot.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like this particular one. We all watched it together at the house. It was a funny moment, but yeah.
Word. So, you traveling with him?
Mhm.
You first met him in the DMV
In LA.
in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all met in LA.
Yeah, so my manager Spady invited me out to like that fourth Everything Is Punk show,
Okay.
and yeah, it was up from there basically.
Can you explain? So I know ISO is what Tommy's signed to,
Yes.
right? But is Everything Is Punk more like a collective type of situation?
Everything Is Punk is kind of Tommy's brand.
Okay.
That's just his expression. Like Everything Is Punk. That's his instead of like, just having Tommy Richman on
Yeah.
a T-shirt, it's Everything Is Punk. That's his ethos. That's like that's his motto. Like, you know what I mean, everything is punk. And like, I guess we we don't make punk music,
Yeah.
right? But we adopt the
Punk is like the
mentality,
attitude,
the attitude.
mentality, right?
Exactly. And I feel like
Yeah, you got the hardcore background too. So
Yeah,
you could help out with that look as well.
exactly, yeah, and I know like that world like somewhat well. So yeah, I could definitely like just like bring tastes like all across the board and whatnot. Yeah.
Isn't
Have
it?
you-
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say, isn't it kind of crazy how you guys met in LA? Yet you guys are all like both DMV, but like,
yes,
but not even
yes.
just like DMV. You guys are like from like complete different areas. Like he's from Woodbridge.
Woodbridge. So funny thing about that, something I've observed about Woodbridge, right? So
They got what's his name? Hartofalion is from there.
shout out Hardo Fallion, you feel me? Surf Gang, shout out Surf Gang. But yeah, like them boys, I feel like Hardo Fallion was like a true pioneer and like, people can do something like out
Yeah.
of Virginia, like Black Cray and all them, like the underground people,
Richmond.
Bucky Malone, all those people, like
Little ugly man.
yeah, Little Ugly Man had a little era in Richmond, but yeah, like a lot of people from Virginia just like stay there, and specifically Woodbridge, it's like 40 minutes from DC, and I'd say we're 40 minutes away from DC.
Yeah, like they work like the complete other side of the
Complete-
like we're like northwest beltway and they're like southeast beltway.
and
Like,
I feel like that's like a extreme parallel because like they move the same way. Like they're people from suburbs, you know what I mean? Just like, but it's not really suburbs. We know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you know how that area is, but like, yeah, 40 minutes from DC, they all move the same way. Just genuine people up in Woodbridge. Same thing in Rockville, Maryland, all that, and it's like, I don't know. I just noticed that like there's just a synergy of energy, and I don't know what, but it's like feels like if I got drunk one night at Rockville and ended up in Woodbridge, I wouldn't be able to like discern like I'd still think I'm in Rockville. You know what I mean?
tight.
That's kind of what I'm like getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I haven't. Elliot's actually from Woodbridge. It's the cinematographer that I work with.
Mhm.
Really? Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like now that, people in Virginia getting a lot more recognition, even though Richmond hella far from the DMV, but it's like, Virginia is getting a lot more flowers now because
For sure.
of Tommy, and one of my favorite artists of last year, Greek. If you're hip to him,
Shout out Greek.
yeah,
Yes,
Greek is
shout
one
out
of my
Greek.
favorite artists to come out like a year ago, and it's really just like, when we think of the DMV, it's always just the DM part. So like
Mhm.
it's great the fact that a lot of the attention is going to Virginia, and a lot of people are starting to recognize, oh yeah, there's other people from Virginia, like Pusha T's from Virginia too, Chris Brown's from Virginia. It's
Chris
like
Brown. Yep.
People forgetting that.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
because he's down in LA now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of LA,
Mhm.
you've been there for about 5 months now.
Mhm.
Tell me what the motion's like there, man.
Motion's cool. You see like your oddballs here and there. I feel like good food, questionable people, great place, great weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hella Filipinos.
Oddly enough, like
Putangina?
the most I see are like Filipino aunts.
Really?
Like, and I'm like when I'm eating out here, somebody speaking Tagalog, and I'm like,
Your
feel me?
ears perk up. Like,
Yep.
Cause that's kind of rare. Down where like we're from, like there's a good amount of Filipinos, but like the one time I was in LA, I was a lot younger. It was just like it was normal to just see hella Filipinos.
Damn, I wish I feel like I'd be with like my people if I came across them, but like in the creative world, I'm like few far in between. From my perspective.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Filipinos in the creative world. That's why I really
Filipino creatives at us.
At
Yes.
us,
At
yes, sweetie.
us. Mabu Hai, bro. Come on.
Exactly. Matt Buhai.
Matt Buhai.
Mabuhay.
I know Matt Buhai.
Mabuhay.
Mabu Hai.
Yeah, how do you like? Yeah, I guess we get to that conversation too. Being in these spaces and not only being probably not the only Asian person, because I know a Zoo around.
Yep. Shout out Zoo.
Zoo.
Love you,
You
Zoo.
became the executive of the week on Billboard. I just saw that.
Yep. Shout out Zoo. Love you, bro.
And yeah, like being one of the only Filipinos around in that scene, like how does that make you feel?
I have a funny theory. OVO, EXO. A lot of these. You know how big Drake and Weeknd is. Like these artists. Like, and you know what they have in common, bro? One Filipino man in the background.
Oh man, yo, they gotta, hey man,
He
my
might
son-
have figured it out. He might have figured it out, bro.
Oh no, I feel like one Filipino in the mix is
is important.
Yeah.
it might be the formula, but all jokes aside, I feel like honestly I feel welcomed. Like we just love diversity.
Yeah.
That's just always been like it's just good to have like different energies around, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And culturally, like I love putting on, like I love the fact that like I'm a Filipino, and like I've been to FCAT in Towson, you feel me? And like shout out to the people that like I'm cool with at FCAT, but I always felt like I was like sticking out like a sore thumb.
Same.
Cause like here I am pulling up in Dickies and looking like a Tyler the Creator fan, and everyone looks like they're dressed in PacSun and stuff, and like they looked at me all funky like this boy smoke weed, like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
let's not take him seriously. But the ones that did, they knew that like they knew what was up. So yeah.
I feel like as a Filipino creative, a lot of like the typical Filipino like communities and cultural groups, they don't, not that there's a problem with them, but like it's hard to fit in with them because they're a lot more
Close
I guess.
off. It's simply just exploring a facet of the world that you're just invested in.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's a lot of Filipinos that are thrusted in a lifestyle that doesn't allow those avenues to like flourish. And I feel like, so me and you, and like we have this little movement called FWM called Filipinos with Motion.
Hold
And,
on,
like,
I heard of that. I
Yes,
heard of that.
yeah. So my
Put me
boy,
on, bro.
so
Get
my
me in the set.
boy Mundane, right? He from Woodbridge, upcoming rapper. Probably next up out of Woodbridge, for real. But yeah,
There's a Filipino rapper out
Filipino-
of Woodbridge.
Filipino rapper out of Woodbridge that be probably swagged out, be DMV also R&B, you feel me? Like, he give you the best of both worlds. But shout
Yeah,
out
because
Mundane.
Filipinos can sing too.
Yeah.
So if you're a
From birth.
rapper,
Filipinos can
if you're a
sing.
rapper if you're a rapper and you're Filipino, you might as well get some singing on too.
Yeah, like
Blessed with the vocals.
just yeah, we got great vocals. But yeah, like shout out Mundane. He came up with this term because he just seen like because ever since me and Mundane met, bro, like it's been up.
Yeah.
Like
When'd you
and
meet him?
we met. So honestly, my career really like when we met March 20, and we were talking about this last night too. The end of March 2023.
So
And
last
that's when last year, literally last year, we were reflecting on like how different everything has been. But like ever since we met and like I got tapped into the Woodbridge scene and that whole network, like it's been going up. And like we look at each other like, man, we Filipinos with motion. Like everybody was like they try to make us nurses or something. You know what I mean? Like
They try to make us nurses, join the Navy, be an engineer.
all of that. All of that. They trying to set us up to like be told what to do. And I'm just like, maybe I'm one of them Filipinos that wasn't like, I feel like a black sheep, honestly. Just turning the other way and be like, nope, I'm gonna do all this creative stuff, be a character, like blah blah, like you know what I mean? Just like yeah. But that's like that's the thing. I've always been influenced by culture and like art and media and whatnot. That's like my thing. And like my mom's starting to understand that this is my world. You feel me?
Hey, so he's at the phase of creativity
That's
in
kinda
the
crazy.
Filipino world where the parents accept it.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's hard to get to that threshold.
Dude,
bro.
I'm trying to get there right
Dead
now,
ass.
bro.
It's
Like-
real. It's real. Like your parents, you're like I
Like
think
that approval, like
Yeah.
it's different.
Bro, I showed actually videos out right now, the Kang and Sean Jones. I showed them my first music video that I directed and like edited. My dad watched it and just said, "Okay." I was like,
Yo,
Yo,
that's
but-
how it be though.
that's how it is,
be.
bro.
And they'll probably ask you, "Are you making money from this?" Like, you know what I mean? But it's like they care. You know what I mean? They care for the right reasons. They just want to ensure that you're good.
Mhm.
And like, yeah. Shout out Filipinos, man. Love y'all.
Yeah, like I think it is important that like people like us go out of our way to really break through that threshold.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if you got rich white parents, oh, you want to do art? Oh, that's cool. You're gonna have enough money anyway, so like do whatever you want. I feel like it's so much different when you have immigrant parents.
Like
Truly.
it's like you really have to put it all on the line.
Truly. And that's
All on the line.
that's kind of like my situation right now because how I came up was like I was at Towson, like I was doing I was in Towson for film, studying like filmmaking and whatnot, and I like that was great. I had routine, I had somewhere to go every day, and my prereqs were up because I was genuinely interested in film, so that meant like my prereqs had to like be good. So like I was genuinely invested in school. COVID happens, sends me back to Montgomery College. I just felt like high school plus. You feel me? And got academic probation, so I can't even go back to Towson. Or
Hey, Towson needs you now. What you mean?
That's
bro?
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like, and
That road is not fun. Probation, dude.
Yep.
I'm like was taking that right. I'm still low key kind of like taking that right now. I'm trying to fix my like it's crazy.
it's a not fun
It's not
position to
fun.
be in, and like seeing everybody like, it almost felt like during COVID too. Like, COVID was such a like moment full of despair and just hopelessness.
And it's kind of crazy because like you see other people. Some people really use like their COVID experience in the most positive, like creative way possible. And I'm
Truly.
like, damn, like I really should have like
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah. Like COVID happens, it's like it takes all that away from me. But, I can't go to school, so like I'm in a position where I'm like either I become a working man or just like do the camera stuff without anyone's permission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need no one's permission, just pull up, do what I want to do, which is use my damn camera. And I've been I've made a promise to myself that that's what this is going to be, like this whole experience. And, people look at this as a career and stuff, but me personally, I view this as like a spiritual journey, if anything.
Elaborate more on the spiritual journey part of it.
So everything that has happened, like just with Belvedere and whatnot, like everything that's happened in my life is a product of manifestation. Like, honestly, and I'm being like I can't sum it up to anything else. Like, I literally dreamt about this opportunity, just dreamt about what the position I'm gonna be in, all in my bedroom. back at home. And being out there, being in my bedroom grounded me so much because I'm like, in the moment when I'm in LA, I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed by these things. I just go numb and I'm just taking it for what it is. But when I go back to my bedroom, back at home, I'm just like, bro, like, holy shit, this is where it all happened. Like, this was all like an
The starting
idea.
point.
It was all just a dream, just like a Delulu dream that wasn't so Delulu because, like, I had faith in myself. You know what I mean? Like, I had faith that this would all lead somewhere. Like, and there's always some bigger picture. Like, there's always something on the bigger picture.
And this is like only just the beginning, bro.
Truly
Yeah,
only
like-
just
like-
the beginning.
Tip of the iceberg, bro.
Tip of the iceberg. Like, we're only getting started. And, like, I just want my story to inspire other people in this area because it's like, if I could do it, like, you know what I mean? Anyone can, like, and that's what, like, I guess that's what I want the biggest takeaway from, like, I guess me as a person is that, like, anyone can do this shit. You feel me? Like, anyone's capable of it. Law of attraction is real. Like, the universe will absolutely reward you if you keep at it. And I just want to, like, share that because that's literally what has happened to me. And I hope that happens for other people because, like, time, the universe, it all works in, like, a very divine and funny way.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What, saying you manifested a lot of the stuff that you wanted. As we discussed, this is just the beginning. It's the start of this journey to go up to the top.
Mhm.
What do you believe is your peak? Like, what is your biggest goal in this creative shit?
I guess my peak would be like y'all will know when I'm peaking if I start writing a book, bro. And that would have meant like I've done like 20 movies in or something, like
As a director?
as a
Okay.
director. Like my bigger picture is like doing like movies, being on a full scale production, just manhandling that. And I see my boy Lone Wolf. Shout out Lone Wolf.
Shout out Lona.
Shout out Lone Wolf.
Oh my god.
He is like a Jedi. He's like Luke Skywalker, maneuvering, just
Yeah,
standout guy.
if Lone Wolf had a full feature film, that would be crazy.
That would be insane, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's in the works or something. I don't know, but like
I don't know either.
Everything he does like always blows my mind. Like from like
Truly.
Yeah,
project
he
after
started
project.
the scanning stuff.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the
for
mixed
sure.
media stuff. I remember being in high school, just like watching the Loki video, just high as hell. Like, that's cool.
Yeah,
Like,
this hard. It's nothing too like crazy
Mhm.
when he really gets in his bag when it comes to this type of stuff, and he also shoots on film too, right?
yes, which is amazing, and that's also my end goal. Like, I want to
Yeah,
be
me too.
somebody that's like used up like a bunch of film in my life. You know what I mean? That's in preserving that like the traditional analog like ways. Like, that's kind of like my like. It's kind of what I'm fixated on right now.
And I feel like a lot of people gravitate towards using VHS because it's the closest you could get to analog that's
Right.
sustainable.
Right.
Because film,
Sustainable,
Sustainable.
proper word.
Yeah.
because like
truly.
film is like
Deteriorated. Like,
just
yeah.
you gotta spend so much. You gotta
Yup.
worry about stuff.
It's so crazy how like I feel like within the the late 2010s, early 2020s, the demand of film has just been like growing
Skyrocketing. More people,
exponentially,
yup.
logarithmically, and
Yup.
the supply has just been like just getting
Dwindling.
smaller and smaller. And I'm just
Yeah, like they
how?
discontinuing film stocks, like
Yup.
and that's
They're missing out on a bag.
Right. Right.
To be fair, it would just be a really small amount of creatives who could afford film. So like I sort of see why they discontinue it, but like I know a lot of software companies are gonna start doing film emulations, which is fine, but it's
And
And
they're
they're
gonna-
tapping into that as well.
They're like film emulation's getting better, but like it's still not
Not
quite
the same.
not it.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not it. It's never gonna be it.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. But it'd be hidden.
Yeah, I gotta use the film emulations myself.
Nah, bro. I be using the 16, 35 millimeter
Grain?
grain overlays and stuff. I be using like saturation. I be using like
8mm overlay.
yeah.
Easy. Easy.
Shout out all my Premiere users. Shout out my Vegas
Shout out
Pro.
Premiere, man. I hate Premiere. I hate Adobe for
Shout out
a
DaVinci.
subscription-based service. That's why I folded to DaVinci.
Yeah,
And-
Da Vinci.
And now I'm having a just learning.
Bro, like
Chris also
literally-
put me
literally,
on. Chris
I
also put
keep
me
I
on.
keep trying to tell him to switch to DaVinci. All you gotta do is get a free trial on a Skillshare account.
Yep.
Look for an Indian guy who has a tutorial.
always
full
an
of
Indian
courses.
guy.
Yeah, if it's not an
Shout
Indian
out
guy-
Skillshare.
Yeah, like he'll teach you all the shortcuts and stuff. I learned DaVinci in like less than a week off that.
I'm gonna tap in.
Tap in, bro.
And I
Because-
literally like learned like how to like use all like the quick like commands and stuff. But like I don't know, like my muscle memory is just my brain always tells me just open up like
Yeah.
Vegas Pro or whatever, just like out of like habit. But
Eventually,
it's gonna get there.
but it's halftime, bro.
halftime.
You have a particular song you want to play.
I've been listening to a lot of indie stuff, but I will use this opportunity to plug the homies.
Yeah.
Play Mundane's World by Mundane. And this will give you a good look into like the Filipino artist we mentioned from Woodbridge. This is the first video we did actually.
This jump?
Yep.
Oh, this is hard.
Yep.
Hold on. Just off the thumbnail.
Yep.
All right. Low Radio season finale. Belvedere. Chris. Atem.
Shout out Tom.
Shout
Shout
out
out Chris.
Chris. Shout out to Mundane. We about to play this music.
Yes, sir.
EDC.
I was down bad on my date. Pockets were small, always wanted the ball. And one shopping, we doing it big. One phone call just to hit a bitch raw. Asking the bitch, are you skinny but thick? Big ass thighs, but who waist petite? Summertime fine, I'ma ask her to free. I ain't never got time to
It's a DJ Glory exclusive. How the fuck you mean?
I'm watching my damn bit, yeah. Walk in the bank, come through smelling like dank. I don't want your bitch, only fucking with top rank. She gon' act like a demon in the sheets, but she swear that she a saint. Look at my body, I'm mixing the wine, so French fraps with the
shit,
saints
DJ
world.
Glory.
Chrome heart glasses with some old ass clothes, got me looking like I'm out of Wayne's World. She wanna see my life, she wanna walk in my day's world. She wanna stay one night, just want your face, girl. Miles in my day and they date. We take a trick, catch it pouring no tricks. I was down bad on my date. Pockets were small, always wanted the ball. And one shopping, we doing it big. One phone call just to hit a bitch raw. Asking the bitch, are you skinny but thick? Big ass thighs, but her waist petite. Summertime fine, I'ma ask her to free. I ain't never got time, just do it on me. Walk in the bank, come through smell like dank. I don't want your bitch, only fuck with top rank.
I used to swim with the sharks, now I ride bait. Used to go play with my heart, that's a mistake. Mars mundane, might hit up the bank and then change up the currency. I did some bitter, so drinking won't murder me. Only one hit you up in an emergency. Got a crib out of LA and I did my own furniture. Don't see how fast they gon' switch up for the bird. Only here for one night, no need for the cursing. Had a blue rag in my bitch looking Persian. Bitch in my bed and she tossing and turning.
I don't want your bitch.
I just want racks in the bank, go to designer stores. I really just want hit it once, what time you be getting off? My bro, he gon' pick up the Zah and we gon' go get it off. I'm playing in any shifts and Gucci D.I., you know I be trippin'. Too many hoes, I might have to go fifths. I'm taking a shot and she only go listen. I'm in love with designer, I'm rocking the Christian. Cartier shit, put some bands on the vision.
That's my bitches, yeah. Walk in the back, cook this smell like dank. I don't want your bitch, don't fuck with top rank.
That was crazy. Nah. Definitely. Yeah. Can't wait to see any creative direction you do with Mundane.
Well, that's we got a lot.
Y'all got stuff
we
in the
got
works.
a lot. We got a lot coming.
Y'all got stuff in the works.
Shout out EDC, man.
But speaking of creative direction, $1 Million Baby, number 2 song in the world right now.
Number 2 song in the
Competing
world.
with Post Malone and Taylor Swift.
And it was wedged in there with the Kendrick and Drake
Kendrick
beef.
shit.
Yep.
Yes.
That was a funny time.
I feel bad for
That's
Back.
crazy.
Oh my
feel
God,
so
we
bad.
forgot about Forbat.
Why?
Yeah.
And he just dropped
Jesus
too.
Christ. Yes. Yo, imagine being
Shout out
Forbat,
Forbats.
having Drake and Kanye on your album, and the world just forgets about it. Like, wow.
Because, yeah.
2024 is truly like a joke of a year. Like this shit
Truly.
does not
It's
make any
unserious.
Everyone's
sense.
getting exposed.
Yeah.
People are going up.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this earlier.
Nah. Oh my
But
God.
yeah, were you in the studio when $1 Million Baby was being
Yep.
made?
Yep.
Tell me about that.
Wow.
So
Holy
basically,
balls.
Tommy was working on album, not saying what, but took a break from said album. If you guys know that album, real Tommy Richman fans know what's coming, but essentially we took a break from that album. We were like, They're like, let's work on something else. And Tommy and I had always been talking about, or I would mention to Tommy like, you would look really sick with a Memphis sample, old school Memphis sample. And that's kind of like that night was the one. Like they were feeling it. That was the vibe. That's what they were going for. And we were with my boy Kavi. Shout out Kavi Club. Did hits for Dom Corleo, Lucky, all that. Manny Valley, Jonah Roy, and Max V, and Tommy himself, you know.
Yeah, Tommy produces as well, right?
Yes.
Did
Tommy's
he
a
make the beat for Upset?
Yes, he made that on an airplane.
I saw that tweet. I
Yeah.
saw that tweet.
Made on an airplane.
Made that on an airplane.
Do you know what DAW he uses?
If I had to give like his
Like the program he produces on?
I should know this. I literally
FL Gang or Ableton?
I think it might be Ableton or Logic, whatever is like friendly to Apple.
Logic.
Logic. I think it's Logic then. Yeah, it would be Logic. But yeah, he'd be cooking up on that. Yeah.
That's tough.
But,
yeah, so like $1 Million Baby wasn't even like part of the album session.
Really, it was just honestly, yeah, it was
Just like a loose single?
yeah, it was honestly for like the future
Mm-hmm.
that was just teased. And yeah, like it's for it was for the future. And just like, you know, Tommy had posted like 4 TikToks that day, and that was the 4th one he posted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes up.
Didn't someone confuse him for Yeet?
And I think that was the real domino. That was the real domino that like kind of like
Butterfly affected all this shit.
honestly, because it started with the Yeet stuff.
It
They were
always
like,
goes back to Yeet.
They were like, this
Shout out
guy
Noah
needs-
Smith.
Like Yeet could be Yeet's too. No, I think the guy who tweeted that actually genuinely thought that was Yeet, and then he was corrected, and he was like, "Oh, I accidentally just caused this, because that video, that tweet was blowing up, and then that made the TikTok blow up even more, and it was just like a snowball effect. Like numbers just." Honestly, like numbers just kept rising, and that's what this all is. It's just numbers, noise. Like you know, nothing really changed with this stuff. Like what really matters is the art, and
Yeah,
that's
for
what we prioritize and stuff. And like, yeah, no, it was just cool. We never imagined it to like this. I guess like Tommy's like career, like we never would have expected this to happen. It feels like a true anomaly, and apparently like brought TikTok another battery again, because like everybody's using it now and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember like using TikTok around that time was starting to look grim with like the Universal stuff.
Yeah.
Like removing
that
all the
was
songs
another
and
thing.
stuff.
Yeah,
I really thought it was like it.
They
was-
reversed
it
it.
was-
Yeah,
They
I really
reversed
thought
it
it
though.
Yeah.
They came to an agreement, but yeah, TikTok. You know, I really did think TikTok was gonna die, and then yeah, that track really changed everything. It was really just Euphoria from that Kendrick did, and then $1 Million Baby that was on everybody's TikTok timeline.
Yeah, and then people would I would see
And Metro
tweets.
Boomin shouted out Tommy too.
Yep. Shout out Metro Boomin. They kind of also shout out Metro Boomin.
That man took a break from his daily hate Drake tweets
Yep.
just to say, "Hey yo, shout out to Tommy Richman."
That is baller of him. Like shout out, bro. Like he really didn't have to do that, but like yeah, Metro Boomin cool. He's a cool dude.
That's beautiful.
Cool lad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, we wanted to tap in with your influences, like musically.
Wait, hold on. I got one more
yes.
Tommy question. So, in the single release, there's a VHS version, right? That was you.
Okay, so the VHS
Yeah, I
version.
wanted to ask about that too. Yeah.
So essentially, people on TikTok, you know, filthy, people of TikTok, were like keep the bass, and then they like when the snippets, like more snippets came out, they would be like, where did the bass go? The bass is not there. The song did not change actually. It was all on the basically the VHS version to sum up this whole saga, because I've been itching. I've been itching for this.
Talk to
bro. Okay, what the VHS version is at the end of the day is my rinky-dink VX 2000 right next to a freaking studio speaker, and then what you get is a 90s audio clip being bwomp, 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 bwomp.
It's called clipping, folks.
Clipping.
Look it up.
And that's what they want. I guess that's what the people want. They want that brain rot. They want that good brain rot. So
Bro, basically they want their stuff deep fried, bro.
deep fried, but at the same time I get it because it sounds like a, real grungy, grimy underground Memphis track. So
and it was your idea to do the Memphis sample, right?
Like it was like a shared
Okay.
like I would just nudge Tommy in that direction type shit, and it just kind of like it happened that day. And there's other people in the circle that have like, hey, you'd be cool like on this Memphis sample. But yeah, that was like the swag for that day. And like I felt like, dropping this was also kind of like, should we listen to everybody? But this was in a situation where we kind of wanted to make everybody happy.
And
so
it doesn't hurt to get the extra streams up.
Truly, and like people have been thanking us for it. Like, and I'm glad the VHS version came out. So the VHS version is just a mix to emulate that TikTok snippet that blew up. And
is it like an audio rip from the TikTok?
No, it's
not.
not.
Like a recreated version.
Yes, it's like tuned to where it matches that fidelity. Shout out Itai Schwartz.
Engineer.
Phenomenal. Capital PH. Phenomenal.
Capital PH.
Phenomenal engineer. Standout lad right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, professional. Does a lot of Brent stuff. Makes your song just like cinematic as hell. But
yeah, the mix on Upset is like
Ooh.
so pristine.
Pristine.
Yeah.
Pristine. Porcelain.
Did he do the mix for Upset as well?
Yeah. Shout out Itai Schwartz, man.
Yeah, man. I think, hey, man, all I'm saying is you might have to copyright the idea of VHS edit, because y'all know how they did that one YouTuber, Slater, when he made Slowed and Reverb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do
that YouTube channel. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I might be in business to like copyright that VHS version type. We the pioneer of this.
Copyrighted by Belvedere. Trademark symbol.
Trademark symbol. VHS version. Yeah. If you need your VHS version, come to Belvedere.
Facts. But you want to talk about influences?
Yes. Could we please talk about influences musically, film? Influences.
I remember you was conflicted.
I remember you was conflicted.
Misusing your influence. Yeah. Josh, I know you're a big Sopranos fan. How did that?
The Gabagool.
Gabagool.
The Gabagool.
Gabagool. How did that?
The real
start?
one knows the Gabagool. The Gabagool is a family man. Only the family knows Gabagool, but
OTF.
But what's it called? Yeah, like the Sopranos, man. Like one just to lay it all out there. It's probably the best show ever made. Just like bar none. I mean, you could argue The Wire, Breaking Bad, but
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Ooh.
But at the same time, The Sopranos gives you elements of
She
Twin
be lynching
Peaks.
on my David.
Yup. Gives you everything. You got comedy, you got drama, you got gangster, you got action, you got
Dark humor.
It's probably one of the funniest shows ever. And I guess like what I've loved, or what I personally love or gravitate to, is longevity and versatility. And that show is everything. It has everything. It fulfills quality of the standard of quality, and just like it just feels like a movie every episode. It's like, of course. And I even wrote in film class like a whole essay that I got 90 out of 100 on a final. You get me? I was so passionate about The Sopranos, I wrote about it on my final. And I think my professor like had like a little bullet. He was like, wow, that was a big read. Yeah, I gave you 10 pages full of my thoughts, my boy. You hear me? Like, yeah. But yeah, The Sopranos, man, greatest show on television. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini.
Rest in peace.
Best ending, honestly. Like people, it's a controversial ending, but I love it. I love that ending. If you know, you know. But it just, that ending and that ethos, just where it leaves off, it just like it just wrapped it up so well, and like cinematography, all that. You can't get it anywhere else other than like if you want to watch Goodfellas or Godfather.
Mhm.
But an HBO show that's consistently like giving you everything it's got, like, or just a show in general. That's the show.
How has it
Yeah.
like influenced a lot of the filmmaking that you do?
Cause like I David Chase, he loved to genre bend and just like he's working on this side, he'll think over here and whatnot, and that's kind of like what I do. Like you're not if you're getting like an R&B type video from me, we're gonna spice it up with a bunch of different elements. You know what I mean? We're just gonna go off the wall, experiment, and just like experiment tastefully. Must emphasize, but yeah, like I feel like it's just a lot of elements being married together, and like I gave you a bunch of genres from the Sopranos, and I hope with my work I could like inhibit that same feeling. You know what I mean? Just like you're getting like a palette, just like a whole sampler of just like what the Belvedere aesthetic, ethos, mindset, just that whole thing, the whole identity is. But yeah, like Belvedere, like it means beautiful view.
Okay.
In Italian, right?
In Latin, I think, or Italian, whatever. But like Belve is like beautiful, and then deer is like view, and then that's like more so recently because a lot of people, especially the ones I look up to, like really emphasize to me like what I do, because I'm a perfectionist and whatnot, so it's like nothing's ever truly good enough for me, but like the view, like the point of view, the perspective I give people is beautiful, and that's like that also ties into the visual medium aspect of things, and kind of like what I want to offer to the world, just beauty, and through my eyes, and yeah, that's just kind of like the concept, I guess, like the meat and bones of Belvedere. Yeah.
All right. So that was filmmaking. You talked about The Sopranos. Any other movies?
And it shows.
Yeah, I love American Psycho. Sorry, no. No, I'm a film bro, like Pulp Fiction. So,
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver, the
Yo,
best
let me
movie.
explain Taxi Driver real quick.
You guys don't get it. You guys gonna watch Taxi Driver like me. But
That's me with One Car Wide. Chucky was-
Nah, literally, bro. Chucky.
Hey, as soon as I got Sinister 800T, I thought I was One Car Wide, bro.
Bruh. Shout out Wong Kar-wai.
So like my
Good
favorite,
joke.
I would say my favorite movie of all time, which to preface like like what my what I hope my, which kind of represents like I hope my impact will be on the world, just like everything everyone all at once.
Mm.
An Asian movie too.
Best movie of all time. Like you got everything everywhere all at once in that movie. And I've never watched a movie so true to the immigrant parent experience, and that like really spoke for like us immigrants, or just like with immigrant parents, like for real, like in how accurate, shockingly accurate, like the Asian American culture is, and like the different like immigrant parents are like massively different. There's like a very huge cultural disconnect between their American raised child, and
Facts.
it's like I really relate to that, and it's like that also it's so true to my journey, and I hope like me physically, my physical actions on paper kind of like influence people. If there's somebody like, if there's like a Filipino or an Asian, just like a POC like me that's like bogged down, like trying to be like, I don't know, like that has like a set path for them that they like, that their parents try to predetermine for them, like like if you want to pursue what you want to do, like just do it. Like life is too short to not you just do what you want to do, and the world will reward you for it, for real.
And I was just
Yeah.
talking about that to my friends who do music as well. It's like because we're so privileged to be part of the family that was like in the Philippines or in any other country that was able to make it to America and have these fruits, you know what I'm saying? Why not take like advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
that's you want to live your parents' dream because your parents wanted to be an American, have these opportunities, go to college, go to Towson, be an FCA. But like I feel like because we were born into those luxuries, we get to see a little bit further than our parents.
Yep. And my mom, she's just like, she's the company I'm with, and just like it's not her world, but she gets to see that like this is my world though. Like this is something that I understand, and she sees the confidence, the eagerness in that, and like she feels great that like I'm out here like doing something for the bigger picture type. Yeah.
So she's in the process of accepting everything, right?
Yeah, for sure. She's been very very open, very just trying genuinely trying to like understand everything. And yeah, I'm truly blessed for that. Yeah,
sure.
She's very supportive as well. Yeah.
I love that.
So how about musical influences?
Man, like
Especially the ones that help, contribute to the different songs coming out of your camp.
also like with Tommy, man, like he's a big one. Like, and fun fact, I told this to Tommy too. Like, and I told this to a lot of people in that circle. Like, when I started listening to Tommy when I was doing the camera stuff, and I never expected anything. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, I'm perfectly fine as a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was genuinely enjoying his work, and like when I see creatives, it don't matter what medium it is, but when I see them at the peak of their like creative ability, and when their integrity is solely tied to like their art, and this matters to them, that's what I really look up to. And like another musical artist I want to cite is like Cruel Santino. I Don't See the Engine. Like, I promised myself to like if I ever wanted to like pursue something creatively, like I have to hit them up just off the strength that their creativeness gave me that push to like really pursue something that I felt like, just dreams. You feel me? There's just visions and dreams that like are in my head, and like I'm really personally very invested into the indie alternative world. I'm an alt demon, so like
Alt demon.
Provoker.
Ask Josh about his CD collections, bro.
You got Smashing Pumpkins double LP. Like, I have the Beach Fossils LP that I found from the thrift. All of my CDs are from the thrift too.
Yeah, the thrift is the best place to get CDs.
Yep.
Type.
It's probably like the only place you get CDs at this point.
Then you got your record stores here and there, the cute ones. Wait, there's just one jump.
How's the record stores in LA?
You know what? I haven't been to one, even though there's like. Well, I
know there's Amoeba.
Amoeba. I've been wanting to go to Amoeba, bro. Been wanting to hit that. And yeah, no, Nardwar Belvedere soon. Yeah.
You're Josh, we have to know.
But yeah, no, like I love the alternative scene, like Provoker.
I remember that day when we just went out skating like around Leonardtown. I was in your car, and then you played Snow Strippers.
Oh, Snow Strippers!
You put me
I met
on.
them recently too. They're cool.
Hell yeah! Shout out Sir Gang.
You met any of your music idols since you really got in motion?
Snow Strippers. That was a funny meeting. I met Pink Panthers. Met Zach Fox.
Zach Fox.
I feel like you and Zach Fox would have a very funny conversation.
Dude,
Yes.
I want to meet Zach Fox so bad.
That's coming soon.
He's
we met
so erratic.
we met Thundercat.
Whoa.
We was up in LA with Nat. Okay, and this isn't even like a musical. Like, I just want to say this. I was in the same flight as Mahershala Ali coming here, man.
Whoa.
Generational actor. That boy was on Moonlight. Yeah, me. Yeah.
Wow.
Mahershala Ali, man. Holy shit.
How is the flight from LA to the DMV?
It's not bad. It's like going to New York.
You came from LAX?
Yeah. It's like going to New York. It's like it could be a 4 hour and 40 minute, like 5 hour-ish type journey. But yeah. Shout out Zach Fox and all them. There must be a bunch of them missing, but Skepta, that was cool. Oh, so what was the musical influence? Boy, bro. 3 a.m. I was 3 a.m. Me and Tommy are looking at the Michael Jackson glove with Eve Toomer, plotting on stealing the Michael Jackson hat and glove.
You were with Eve Toomer?
Bro, like that was a whole story. That's company that like I just like I don't want to speak too much on that situation. I could tell y'all after personally, but like that was a funny and psyched out like moment. I love that. It was just Eve Toomer's so sweet. Love that. Love them. I mean, love them. Like they're great. They're great.
I met them before. They were really sweet to me. Like
very sweet.
They let me talk about bass lines with them in the band because they pulled up to Union Stage. Such a good performance as well.
And Aura, right? Aura is real. Aura is real. I don't know if you felt this with Eve,
no, Rita.
but their aura like attacks your five senses because they're just so. They're so vivid, so raw. They're like, this is Eve Toomer.
And then it was right in front of the Michael Jackson glove.
Yeah. And
it's a whole lot of sensation.
That's an Atlanta episode, bro.
He's
literally that's an Atlanta episode.
He's talking to you. He's like
some Hero Mirai shit.
And you're like, that's Eve Toomer, but like very sweet individual. That one had to have been like the craziest interaction like ever. Like that was like some main character, like, and that's how I know a God is there. Like we could have left, but things have aligned, so that meeting had to have happened. But like, the bigger things on the horizon. I think everyone's gonna be happy with what's coming next. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, that sounds crazy, bro. That sounds crazy. Like. Yeah, just being able to meet hella musical influences. I usually do it just by going to their shows and talking to them. But like doing it through a creative network is so much different, I bet.
Truly, it feels like a network because it's not, the way we look at them from Maryland, it's like,
like these big high guys.
Big high guys.
So far, like can't like reach them.
But if you're some lad from LA, these are just people that are just floating around. And that's the biggest like thing. I feel like being out in LA, it's like these people are just around and whatnot. So, of course, it's like a community essentially, and that's what it genuinely feels like out in LA. These big creative hubs, very very community centric and whatnot. Word gets around fast. Just all that industry, baby by Lil Nas X. Whoa. Lil Nas X. That was a crazy one.
Yeah.
Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah, I saw that photo.
Lil Nas X pulling up to Poppy to celebrate with Shabuzi. That was cool. Like, yeehaw. Shout out Lil Nas X. Handsome fella.
Handsome fella indeed.
Scrumptious fella.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You ready for Abigail tonight?
Abigail tonight, baby. This is pre-Abigail footage, so whatever happens at Abigail, it will be a post-Abigail day.
Clarity?
Yeah, post-Abigail.
Clarity. I know Brent likes going to Abigail because he went there before Broccoli City. So
right.
Is that ISO's like dedicated spot?
We're low-key kind of tapped out with spots. I mean, Abigail's like a good one. That's a good name. When we bring up Abigail to people, like, Abigail's great. You know what I mean? So we hear that, so we're like, oh, okay, like Abigail must be cool. But this is my first time at the Abigail, and I've heard nothing but good things about the Abigail. So, about to have that bitch packed out. We got the gang. You feel me? Got Woodbridge. We got DC. About to be a bunch of familiar faces in there. You feel me?
That.
And let me throw this with the skate stuff. We didn't talk too much about the skate stuff, but fight time.
All the time. I wanted to ask about
fight times, but fight time.
Go ahead.
All right, listen. The play with fight time, right?
Yeah, what's up with fight time?
We doing Belvedere stuff.
Explain what fight time is.
Fight time all the time is like the ethos. You know what I mean? Everybody is literally fighting demons, fighting their bodies to land a trick, and that's fighting, like that's skateboarding, but like bring it to the real world. Somebody is literally, all right, you're high as hell at McDonald's, and you're about to like order your second set of fries. So your homies look at you like, bro, you're fighting right now, bruh. Or you're in the club drunk as hell and you see your homie like about to throw up. Oh, he's fighting. He's really about to fight. Like, yeah, but if fighting's just like a term, and Fight Time all the time is like a group thing between me, Mr. FaceTime, Charming Gabe, Lourdes, like all the homies, and just like our network. And we just want to, essentially, what I'm doing with the Belvedere stuff is like I'm trying to gather as many, because like the skate video stuff, you know, there's a lot of copyright issues with music.
Oh, tell me about it, bro.
So I'm trying to develop relationships with artists that I genuinely want to put into Fight Time, because I feel like, you know, like my music taste, and like, you know, the visual identity of Fight Time is synonymous, and I want to curate the perfect DMV skate teams, just skate group that like embodies the DMV. Because like everything I also do is like for the DMV, for, you know, Filipinos, just like whatever I represent, you feel me? So
always trying to put on.
Just always trying to put on. So like whatever I can to just make the most DMV skate click video I'ma do. So that means you know, and y'all are gonna jack this, but guess what? I'm gonna announce this on the radio. Like who else about to be doing Goonew on a skate video? You feel me? Manavelli, Sparkeem, Turk, all of them, Trap Money, Biggie, all of them. You know, you got people that like, you know, put some New York music in their shit. It's cool, but like I really want to craft. I'm going to be the one to craft that identity of the DMV in skateboarding, bro.
Because there's just so much happening here that's just getting overlooked. Like,
so
honestly,
much.
Like, we should definitely, like, honestly, we should be in the conversation of
exactly
LA.
Exactly.
DMV.
And we're getting there, bro. Like with this $1 Million Baby song, it brought a battery in everyone's back.
Facts.
I hope everyone feels that way, because that's what we want for people to just go out there and create.
Go get it.
And I think it's important that it was from a Woodbridge artist too, because we don't expect this from someone from DC.
Exactly. And that's what, like, bro, just create, just keep going, bro. Like, yeah, that's all we want, because this area deserves. You said it best, man. Like, this area needs the love it deserves, and we're trying to make sure whatever we can on our part to make sure this area got that spotlight and the resources available to ensure that, all right, they take us seriously. We now, you know, people in the industry in New York, Hollywood can, you know, take a random artist with like 3,000 followers from the DMV, turn them into a star. You feel me? And there's a lot of people on that path right now. And there's just a serious shift in the music business to where now, okay, the DMV is starting to be in the picture more, like in Atlanta or like Texas. You know what I mean? We're being part of the conversation. That's all we've ever wanted, to be part of the conversation. And I'm so glad, you know, steps are being taken. You know, we're making moves to ensure that happens. And yeah, that's all we really want to do. Just, you know what I mean? Just put shit on, inspire people, and just keep this boat floating, because it's all about the bigger picture, man.
Definitely. Really, are you able to still skate in LA?
Yeah, bro. I went to Courthouse the other day. Like, landed. There's a clip I posted. I landed the 4-stair. I ollied the 4-stair first try. Like,
hell yeah.
I'm good. Like, I'm probably gonna be filming some. Like, whatever I can to contribute in that skateboarding world, I'm also do. And
definitely
that might mean working with a Carl Aikens. but whatever that means, you know, it's all in the future. You know what I mean? We'll see what the future holds. And it's looking bright, and I'm happy to be sharing, you know, this with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just want everybody to have that battery on their back. And like, I just want everybody to know that they can do it, bro. Yeah.
I feel that. And we need a lot of these voices to say that. We need a lot of these people who eventually are succeeding, and they finally made it to LA. They finally made it out the DMV. But it's like, you know, Brent's camp, they still have their foot in the DMV.
Exactly.
Supporting people.
Exactly.
You know,
still doing shows here.
Still doing shows here. Junie's going up. Obviously, Tommy is. Manavelli became like a Billboard top 10 producer this week.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out Manavelli, bro. Love you, bro.
So it's it's 2024. We're really starting this renaissance in the DMV.
True renaissance.
That's a great word.
Great word.
That I took it from Kang.
Yeah,
We've been renaissance has been floating. That's a word that's been floating around in our little universe. Like,
Really?
and that's like we want to keep that energy up, and I hope that's like that we set the tone for people, cause like you know what I mean. Like we can do it, bro. We can get to the top. We can y'all can get y'all names out there if you really wanted to. You can get your names out there, and that's if you really wanted to. You feel me?
Work hard enough.
Yeah.
really die about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, like I said, appreciate you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Supporting the
Great
skate scene,
episode.
the music scene, the video,
Sir.
the VHS scene,
Yes,
the
sir.
hardcore scene.
You wanted me to select the song.
Like a closing out
Closing
for
song.
sure.
I got y'all with a good closing song.
Closing.
Search up "Why" by Salt. That's been.
I
That's been on my. That's been on my head, bro.
Literally, bro.
That song been stuck in my head. Yeah.
Salt.
Shout out Salt.
Salt.
Shout out Salt.
What's her name?
Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul.
Oh my god.
Cleo Soul will clean your soul for real.
On everything, bro. I really appreciate you pulling up to the show.
Appreciate y'all heavy, man. I love y'all, man.
Love you
Love
too,
love a
bro.
time. Love Chris, man. Hardworking people, man.
You know, you.
Likewise.
I
You've
think-
been putting in.
Yeah, putting in work.
Oh my god, bro. Talk about it, man.
Yeah, we're
Jeez.
working our way up too, but it's glad to meet someone who's already up. You know what I'm saying?
We get in there, man. We get in
We are
there.
getting
And the work's not even
We're all-
like finished. Like just keep
yeah.
going.
We're all just getting there, man. Like that's the thing. Like it might look like we're up, but we're all just trying to. Everybody in this world is just genuinely giving their best shot and trying to figure this out, and that's what that's what this should all tell you, man. We're all just headless chickens trying to figure this out, man. Yeah, but yeah, at least we have each other, you know. Yeah.
Facts. Do you have a closing song you'd like to play?
Yeah.
Or any closing statements,
this
any
is this-
shout outs.
All right.
Shout-outs.
Shout out Mitch Modes.
Is
Great
that
lad.
ain't that the guy who Mitch Mose? Who's that?
He's actually from VA. He's Cardi's creative
that's what I
director.
was-
He's
He's Cardi's CD.
one of them actually.
'Cause I know he has hella.
He has hella, and
'Cause I know
I guess
Art Dealer is one of them, right?
yeah. I think
Art
so.
Dealer's another like one of those Asian people in creative spaces that have like really inspired the hell out of me, and he does web design too.
Yeah.
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 Shout out Mitch Modes, man. Life is War, new season coming. Shout out Paco. Shout out Jonah. Shout out Everything is Punk, man. Like we going up. Shout out Tommy. Shout out Zoo. The people in the background, man. You gotta understand. There's
Do
people,
your research.
You gotta understand. People are in the background making this shit happen, making these things happen, and you know they deserve their flowers too. Zoo is a wonderful human being. I look up to that man infinitely. Shout out Spady. Shout out my manager Spady. Wouldn't be here. Shout out EDC. Woodbridge, we up. They up next. You feel me?
Oh my god.
All right, this is going to be. Yeah, let's close the season, Atem.
Close the
I really
season.
appreciate everybody. Remember, the last alternative is on Sunday. If you're interested in seeing 4 amazing acts in College Park, if you want to mosh, you want to cry, you want to sing, you want to dance, we have all those
I want
performances.
to cry.
We're gonna cry soon, but yeah, we're gonna celebrate the end of the season with the last alternative this Sunday. Really appreciate everyone who pulled up to any of the parties, the shows, streamed anything, watched any of Atem's videos and vlogs. Congrats on everybody graduating. If it's your freshman year, I'm
Shout
glad.
out the graduates, man. Y'all worked
Shout out
really,
to
really
graduates.
hard. Y'all pulled your hair, blood, sweat, tears, all that,
Other
man.
fluids.
Other fluids.
Yeah,
probably
it is
thrown up.
college.
Probably thrown up because of Adderall, you know?
That's real. That's real. That is real.
Y'all real troopers, man.
Troopers, bro. This is
Shout out to y'all, man.
I appreciate it. We're gonna close with the last song of the season. Why by
Season
Salt.
1.
Season 1.
It's only up from here.
It's only up from here. Y'all heard it from Josh.
Oasis Radio. Oasis Magazine.
Oasis Radio.
That's gonna be our tag. Oasis Radio.
No, we're stealing that. We're gonna steal that. We're gonna steal that, bro. We're stealing that.
Oasis Radio.
Oasis.
Oasis Radio.
You think you know?